This topic is crucial to restoring America's sanity, and once you put it out of your mind, you'll see the world differently because it's one of the most important sports tales. Since turning pro, Clark has not appeared in a Nike advertisement. Billie Jean King just gave Caitlin Clark a big shout-out, but it wasn't for Nike. That's correct, and an Adidas official is complimenting Nike's top rookie. There's a contradiction in the computations. What's more crazy, these weren't your usual praises. King was celebrating Clark's victory as Rookie of the Year. This is a big deal, but why is Adidas assisting a Nike athlete? It's completely nonsensical, and in the midst of all of this, where's Nike? They're silent while a superstar rookie is tearing up the court and breaking records left and right. What's happening behind the scenes is Adidas trying to displace Nike, or is there more to this story? Examining this odd situation will help us comprehend the actual situation in the field of women's basketball sponsorship. When Nike signed Caitlin Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal, they struck gold. So why in the world would you forget about the sponsorship situation? I'll tell you this, what does Caitlin Clark accomplish in your first season? It's true that no other WNBA athlete has ever performed better in their first or greatest season. Since Caitlin Clark is exhibiting the exact opposite of how the game is changing as we know it due to her record, Caitlin Clark deserves to be destroyed. Clark is exceptional beyond measure. She is quite unique and capable of carrying a sport by herself. Let's now discuss numbers. Clark's first season was not only fantastic, but it was also historic. She broke the record for assists in a single season, demonstrating that she was not only a productive player but also a true team player. But she went one step further and broke the rookie scoring record, which allowed her to score baskets without being stopped. What's even more ridiculous is that double digits of points, rebounds, and assists in a single game make up a triple-double, which Clark accomplished, becoming the first. In addition to breaking rookie records in her first season in the the first overall pick also broke a few league records, including the record for the most points scored by a guard in a single season. But there's more for the rookie season. Caitlin Clark set rookie records in three-pointers, assists, and points. This breaking news on SportsCenter will not surprise anyone at all. Clark is the WNBA Rookie of the Year. In addition to setting a WNBA single-season record with 337 assists, Clark also accomplished a double-double, making her the first rookie in WNBA history to do so. She seems to be playing chess while everyone else is playing checker, but she wasn't done there. Clark also made history by becoming the first rookie to record 103 points in a single season. Her incredible shooting is altering the course of the game and extending defenses in ways that we have never seen before. From a rookie, you might be wondering how she compares to the WNBA's greats. Let me just say that rather than simply accumulating, she is surpassing them. Her season-opening performance is considered a watershed in WNBA history. We are talking about a player who is not only a fantastic player but also a player who refuses to accept her privilege and bow to black women's walls. In reality, Caitlin Clark is the solution. She is an inspiration and the proof, and it was identical to that of Jackie Robinson. Oh yes, she believes that these black men are indeed skilled baseball players. Clark's game is having an effect on the real world. WNBA game attendance is increasing. Merchandise is selling out of stores and TV ratings are skyrocketing, suggesting that she is the only one providing the league with. But even though Caitlin Clark has been dominating the court, strange things are happening off it. What is going on with Nike and why are fans losing faith in the company? Let's talk about Clark and Nike's huge $28 million deal. Surely they would be calling her name from the top of the roof. This is where things get strange because since April, Nike has been avoiding her. It's true, nothing alarming. Her accomplishments, she only wants to play basketball as best she can, and it seems like they signed her and then forgot about her. She is also involved in a racial controversy or political transaction, and she has a business relationship with Nike which signed her to a low-paying contract. Nike is now telling her that they won't market her until they have finished promoting A'ja Wilson. Perhaps you think Nike is simply too busy with other athletes. But take a look at this. They have been posting a lot about Diana Taurasi and A'ja Wilson, highlighting her accomplishments and portraying her as the only WNBA star. They haven't said anything about Clark, which contrasts sharply with how they view Clark. What about the fans? They're not happy with comments from people who are really unhappy with Nike or on social media. Caitlin Clark was found to have signed a lucrative endorsement deal with Nike, according to one. Admirer with a signature sneaker and an 8-year contract worth $28 million, it seemed like a wonderful deal. Her WNBA season is over, and since she signed this contract, Nike hasn't done much to promote her. Since then, we haven't seen any ads, no Caitlin Clark merchandise has been mentioned, and we haven't seen any footwear bearing the Caitlin Clark brand. This is unbelievable, and what's even more crazy is Nike. Caitlin Clark was found to have signed a lucrative endorsement deal with Nike, according to one admirer with a signature sneaker and an 8-year contract worth $28 million, it seemed like a wonderful deal. Her WNBA season is over, and since she signed this contract, Nike hasn't done much to promote her. Since then, we haven't seen any ads, no Caitlin Clark merchandise has been mentioned, and we haven't seen any footwear bearing the Caitlin Clark brand. This is unbelievable, and what's even more crazy is Nike. When they last updated their page on Clark on April 7th, they praised her incredible performance and how she was changing the game, making a big deal out of how they were going to promote her. However, since then, when she was named Rookie of the Year, no one has responded. It would be like inviting a friend to a lavish birthday party without texting them on their special day. Nike has studied the potential of generation marketing and is using it to promote outdated products. Why is this happening? This is the part of it that most surprises me. As you may remember, Nike ran ads with Caitlin Clark when she was playing for Iowa, breaking both the record for men and the record for women in NCAA basketball. Nike put up this massive billboard that said, "If you break it, you own it." This also happened in Iowa, but they still published more ads and materials. Since then, this has become so strange that fans are being forced to reconsider their commitment to the brand. Many people are confused as to why Nike would hire this up-and-coming talent and then pretend she never happened. It's not just about Clark anymore, it has to do with Nike's overall promotion of women's sports. However, this is where the interesting part begins to emerge. Someone else has spoken up, and it's not the person you might expect. You read properly, a representative for Adidas has been praising Clark while Nike has remained silent. There are things going on at Nike behind the scenes this year, and their stock has dropped by about 20%. What does Adidas's athlete on their squad have to do with checkers and Adidas playing 40 chess? In any event, why are they remaining mute about Caitlin for so long? As far as I know, they have hired. And judgments about firing, even though I know they're blaming some of it on it, I think that Caitlin Clark's lack of recognition, endorsements, advertising, merchandise, and other things she should have received during her rookie season has more to do with politics when brand loyalty meant something. Do you remember everything you've ever forgotten? You may be wondering, what's the big deal? But the best part is that Billie Jean King, a tennis legend and global ambassador for Adidas, recently congratulated Caitlin Clark on winning Rookie of the Year on social media. If you thought you knew about sponsorships and sports, a new player has entered the scene and they're not playing by the rules. Adidas, it would be similar to Pepsi praising Coca-Cola for their most recent flavor, but that hasn't happened yet. King's statement went beyond simple congratulations. She praised Clark's season-ending performance and referred to her as a generational talent. This is not idle flattery. The well-considered move has everyone talking, and what do you know, fans are enjoying it immensely. Let's do a quick zoom out. With this, Adidas is attempting to do more than just eclipse Nike. Beyond that, this gesture not only raises Clark's profile but also demonstrates how businesses support female athletes. Everyone is reminded by King's commendation that women's sports merit more encouragement and acknowledgement. How about the supporters? They aren't keeping silent, and social media users are happy about Clark's unexpected help. It's great to see that a fan posted the finest response. Caitlin recognized as a generational skill by the top athletes in the field. WNBA veterans have been playing fierce defense against Caitlin Clark during her rookie year. And things got out of hand on Saturday when Sky guard Chelsea Carter attacked her with a cheap shot that had nothing to do with basketball and hasn't apologized. Billie Jean King even went so far as to warn WWE players against wasting their opportunity to practice with Clark. King warned the WNBA's management, however, not to make a mistake here because the league is heavily reliant on this generation. Children are watching, so how do you want to be remembered? This is our generation's opportunity to destroy this league. Don't ruin it with ill will. Just have fun with the ball, King advised. Salutations from NBA Today. I'm Malika Anders. After Caitlin Clark's recent selection as the 2024 Rookie of the Year that our program starts in the W, even though the WNBA has produced some amazing talents, such as Diana Taysai A.A. Wilson, King emphasized how much Clark, who broke the NCAA scoring record in his final season and was selected first overall in the 2024 draft, has already aided the league. Clark led the league in assists during her debut season, averaging 195 and 8. This year's Breanna Stewart, Maya Moore, and Cheryl Swoops mark a sea change for the. According to the league, Caitlin is to blame for everyone wearing the number 22 jerseys breaking collegiate records for women's sports, particularly the WNBA. Everything is going great with all of these sellouts and attention, and it's great for everyone. We must continue to maintain that Caitlin is the primary cause of this fascination at the moment, whether you like it or not. She's quite famous, and when she does well, everyone performs better, and the league's performance will improve. The veteran served as the. Supporters now expect more from every female athlete than just one person, but Caitlin and this rookie class have a great chance to take it to the next level. What is Adidas doing with this? Are they attempting to steal from Nike and take Clark with them? However, it's possible that they are playing a longer game and establishing themselves as a company that takes women's sports seriously, not just when it's convenient for them. This tactic is radically altering the sponsorship landscape these days. It goes beyond just putting a logo on a shirt. Fans expect their sponsors to actively acknowledge and promote their athletes. If they don't, the competition appears eager to get involved. The real issue is that we need to reconsider how we support female athletes in light of the circumstance. Signing them and then forgetting about them isn't enough. Businesses ought to shout their triumphs from the rooftops. If they don't, it appears that supporters are ready to switch teams. Let's go over what has happened recently. Caitlin Clark's first campaign was amazing. How did Nike react to the sudden radio silence? Adidas does something unexpected. The sports industry seems to have entirely changed, but the real question is if this is coming from the businesses that support your favorite sports team. What do you expect from athletes? Can they brag about their achievements, particularly in women's sports, or can they just let the players do the talking and hope for the best? Now that it's the fans' chance to voice, we need to hold these companies accountable. Women's sports sponsorship may be in jeopardy in the future, therefore if we want to see more backing and publicity, we must speak up. Are you prepared to improve things for female athletes?